You know that feeling? You're stuck in a waiting room, just watching the clock tick, feeling your time just slip away. It's a frustration we've all shared. But what if that entire experience could be completely redesigned for everyone? Well, that's exactly what we're going to look at today with Conventus, a system built from the ground up to modernize the queue.
I mean, seriously, think about the last time you had to wait in line. Did you have to rip one of those little paper tickets from a dispenser? Or maybe you had to strain your ears to hear someone shouting number 52 over a noisy room. It just feels so outdated, right? It's like a system from a completely different era. It's chaotic, it's not efficient, and let's be honest, it's stressful for both the customers and the staff.
And really, this is the core of it all. On one side, you've got the old way. Total chaos, everything's manual, and it's frustrating for everyone. But on the other side, a system like Conventus brings organization, automation, and a process that's completely seamless. We're talking about a massive shift from something inefficient to something that's just incredibly efficient.
So, how do we actually fix this mess? Okay, let's meet the solution. It's time to move past those old problems and really embrace a smarter, much more modern way to handle queues. Let's introduce Conventus.
You know, the most amazing part might be just how ridiculously simple it is to get started. No joke, we're talking less than 2 minutes. You don't need to install any complicated software. You literally just open your web browser, give your queue a name, like Front Desk or Lab Samples, and share the link. That's it. You're up and running.
And accessibility is just built in. It works on any device you already have, whether it's a PC, a tablet, or your phone. And get this, there are absolutely no license costs. You can spin up as many different queues as you need at the same time without paying a dime for the software. All those typical hurdles to trying a new system, they're just gone.
Okay, so it's simple to set up, but that's just the beginning. A truly great system has to make life better for everyone, not just the people behind the counter. And Conventus was designed from day one with both sides of that counter in mind.
So here's how that actually plays out. For administrators, you get a real-time dashboard where you can see everything happening at a glance. You can customize your queues on the fly and manage multiple different service points all from one screen. Now for your visitors, the magic happens right in their pocket. They can join a queue straight from their phone, no app download required, get automatic updates through WhatsApp, and best of all, see their estimated wait time. That gives them their freedom back. And this quote really sums up the whole philosophy behind the design. The goal isn't to pile on more work or more tech, it's to create a workflow that just makes sense, Everything feels intuitive, which means way less time spent on training and fewer frustrating errors.
All right, so we've seen how simple and clean the experience is for the user, but what's actually making it all happen? Let's take a peek under the hood at the technology that makes this whole seamless experience a reality.
This is really where the tech shines. The system uses smart audio, so you can have custom sounds for turn changes. The public display screen refreshes automatically every 5 seconds, so the information is always up to the minute. Visitors can just scan a QR code to join the line instantly, and the whole thing is totally secure, with separate, unique web addresses for the admin view and the public view.
And this technology is just incredibly flexible. So a medical clinic might need to ask for a patient's name, while a bank or a government office just needs to issue simple number tickets. A retail store could use it to manage a wait list for personal shoppers. It just adapts to whatever your environment needs. But of course, we all know that for any business, a new system has to make financial sense. So let's shift gears and talk about the bottom line, the real, tangible benefits and the return on investment that a system like this can deliver.
How about this for a number? A reduction in customer wait times of over 40%. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. What does that actually mean? It means happier customers, less crowded waiting areas, and a much more relaxed environment for your staff. It's a huge boost in efficiency that directly impacts customer satisfaction and your team's overall capacity.
So where are all these savings coming from? Well, a massive chunk, 40%, comes from having zero new hardware costs. You just use the devices you already have. Then there are no ongoing maintenance fees to worry about. You also get some major staff optimization because one person can now easily manage multiple queues at once. And finally, automation means you cut down on those small but costly manual errors.
So here's the most important takeaway. All of these features, all this clever tech, and all these savings, they all lead to one simple, incredibly powerful result. You create a dramatically better, more respectful experience for the people you serve, and at the exact same time, you empower your own team to handle more work with way less stress. I mean, that's the definition of a win-win, right? And all of this leaves us with one final thought.
We live in a world where pretty much everything is getting smarter, faster, and more focused on the user. So why are our waiting rooms still stuck in the past? A solution like this proves it just doesn't have to be that way. So the real question is, isn't it time to finally reinvent the waiting experience?